Hello everyone and welcome back to Redline in 2024. Now, I hope at least some of you were reading our blogs in 2023 and you may have noticed that we have a couple of recurring series on there. One of them is the Ultimate Performance Family Car and the other is how much supercar can you get for £100,000. Not so long ago, 100 grand would have got you something like a nearly new Gallardo or Ferrari 360. But to get one of the descendants of those cars now, you're talking about twice as much money. We know for sure that they are bona fide supercars, but what today can we get for 100 grand that you can still call a supercar? 100 grand is a lot of money to spend on a car, and if you were to spend that money, you want to be sure that the supercar that you get lives up to your expectations. And for this first video, we've picked a car that we think creates no argument whether or not it is a supercar. And here it is, the 2018 Mercedes-Benz AMG GTR. Let's hit some of the key headlines about this track-focused monster from the AMG geniuses at Affalterbach. If you cast your mind back to 2015, you'll remember that Mercedes were having a rather good run at things in the world of motorsport, not just in F1, but also in DTM racing as well. Naturally, that gave them the confidence and the tools to have a crack at producing a production track car that could rival the unstoppable success of the 911 GT3. To do that, they took the base AMG GTS and started a Frankenstein experiment with some of their most advanced track technology. And what does that actually mean? Well, the AMG GTR is now blessed with active aero, adjustable coilovers, adaptive dampers, and lashings of carbon fibre, but not just for show, buried deep in areas of the chassis where it adds additional strength and lightness. The 4-litre twin-turbocharged V8 that was already in the GTS and that we know and love from across the AMG range gets improved wastegates, exhaust ports and compressors, which adds up to 577 brake horsepower and 516 foot-pounds of torque. On paper, that gives both the 991 and even now the 992 GT3 something to think about. Right, here we go then. So what does all that mean for the way this car actually drives? Now, bear in mind that most of the driven development of this car took place on the Nürburgring, which we know is not a smooth, continuous ribbon of tarmac. So it does stand some chance of surviving on a cold, wet day up here in Yorkshire. But with a track car, is it a car that you could use every day, or is it too hard? Is it too aggressive? Now, I've been out in this car for a good few hours and look, even though the sun's come out, I'm not drenched in sweat. And I'm also not questioning whether it was pure insanity to try and take a track car out in the middle of winter. That in itself has to be a good sign. One thing that you shouldn't take away from the GTR though is I've not actually touched any of the settings today. I'm driving along in comfort, I've got the dampers on the softest setting, and I've got a massive piece of tape over the adjustable traction control button that says do not touch. You can call me a massive coward for that if you want to, but at the end of the day we are a car dealership and I don't want to bring this back, and I don't think I'll be particularly popular with my bosses if it looked like it had been on a 24-hour endurance race. I have played with the noisy button every now and again because, well, listen to this. No doubt that in the right conditions this car can dish out some serious punishment to the competition, and the published track times put it well up there with the GT3 and even the base Ferrari 488. But my real love of this car comes from what it's like when it's not at full send. I'm going through here reasonably quickly, but I'm warm, I'm comfy, I can listen to DAB, I can make phone calls. My teeth are being rattled out of my head, and even with these bucket seats, I can still feel both of my arse cheeks. So I think this car can do it all, but to demonstrate that, we should have perhaps picked a slightly braver driver. I do hope that we made the point that we set out to though. It's fast, very fast. It's loud, it's exciting, and it's drivable every day. The way we started this series was how much supercar can you get for £100,000, and at £99,950, I don't think there's any argument that this is in fact a supercar. Thank you for watching. We hope you've enjoyed it. You can probably tell that I have. Next video is going to be about the fastest family car that we can get our hands on. See you there.